Hi, Scorpio. This is your tarot slash oracle reading for October. Um, for all Scorpio signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Um, and I'm saying it like that because I was trying to figure out which direction I wanted to go because of what I'm being given from Spirit. I'm getting the wolf. I'm getting the wolf, which has to do with solitude, but I'm more intensely, I have a tattoo of a wolf and my tattoos talk. And it's a wolf and a moon. So basically, what I'm really getting when I'm before I even get into the cards is this has to do with some unconscious energies. Because for me, the wolf also has to do with physical reality, physical healing. Because when I do my shamanic work, and he's scratching at my back right now. When I do shamanic work, he's one of the ones who helps heal the pain. I'll leave it at that. And he's definitely coming in right now there's some, for at least for who I'm connecting with, there is some unconscious, maybe you know about it, but you're choosing not to act like you know. The depths of you, it's bugging you, but you're maybe not bringing it out. Because it's definitely frustration. Let me check some of my notes. There's definitely frustration going on, but what's happening is that unconscious that's not being worked with, not being dealt with, not being spoken about, is actually starting to manifest in a very negative way into the physical world, as well as possible physical health, in many cases. So it's physically becoming an issue because a situation isn't being handled. Some kind of unconscious depth is eating away. And I'm getting it definitely for some of you in family judgment issues, as well as grief, sorrow, shame, and blame within those relationships, or at least what's very up close and personal. Yes, hi, gorgeous. I will love you and look at mommy's notes, okay? You're overthinking, you're in your head too much, which is making you question your intuition, and then you're doubting the intuition, is what I'm basically being given. You're trying to make justice in a situation where justice maybe isn't meant to be. You might be trying to find harmony and balance, and what you're actually maybe doing is trying so hard to make harmony and balance that the subconscious issue is being pushed further to the back, which is making the anger rise, or the frustration, the bitterness, the blame, the sadness, the sorrow, the shame. The truth of that unconscious issue is getting worse because it's not coming out, because trying to make harmony and balance in a situation where maybe it's just not. I'm not saying it can't be made, but I'm saying the justice isn't there because the truth isn't coming out, whether it's you that's not telling the truth, or the other person. Something's not living up to its truth. Somebody's not coming out with it all. But it's definitely manifesting in material issues. It's definitely all about the communication that's not being said. It's affecting the crown chakra, the solar plexus, the heart and the throat, obviously. But it's also that sacral chakra, because it has to do with how you feel about yourself and what you believe in yourself. This is how I always say, it's that inner belly dancer. Your sacral chakra is your inner warrior, because they connect it with Mars. So it's your inner warrior, your inner passion, your action, your aggression, your inner SWAT team. But when you're not feeling good about your inner sacral chakra, you're not truly feeling good about yourself, if that's the case, it's either going into passion, action, aggression, or it's not able to go there to make the communication that needs to be said, because the sacral chakra is feeling low. not feeling up to par. You're not feeling good about yourself or whoever it is that I'm talking about. So, like I said, it's definitely a surrounding energy that's causing the vibration of the situation around you to lower. And it's definitely dealing with a relationship, whether it's family judgment or just that's up close and personal. And that's what I'm getting from spirit. Now, as I get into the actual, spread for the day, for the month, because this is for the whole month of October. I don't do a spread like many people do. I've been actually given a spread to follow by spirit, and I'm going to be asking what the core energy is for you. Then I'm going to be asking what that core energy is in the extroverted world. So your outer communication with the outer world, what's going on outwardly from you as well as around you. What is that outwardly? Plus just what is the surrounding truth? Okay, so 1, 2. And then I'm going to ask about what is the up close personal relationships, and then what is going on in the relationship areas that deal with finances, goals, wishes, dreams. And then I'm supposed to come back and go over the introverted growth and possibly the message. I feel like I'm being thrown off here. Maybe I'm supposed to do a double. We'll just have to see. What's Scorpio's core surrounding energy? Apparently, because if it's this deck is your conscious spirit. So this is saying more or less what you either need to acknowledge or work on, and then I'll hit the tarot with it. But since they're calling together, that's the way I know of doing it. For your original core, the truth of the core of who and what you are, it speaks to you of your crown chakra. You're saying, I know I am part of source, and my life is guided by divine wisdom. Now, I'm going to hit these one at a time. What's going on with that? What is clarifying that crown chakra for the core? It is the 7 of Cups. You got a lot of nasty, icky, gooey thinking going on, which is definitely fucking up what you believe in, what you can believe in, what you can imagine, what you can see come true. It's messing up that manifestation, like they were saying. I'm being told you have a lot of Eris energy going on, which is trouble, toil, strife. And it's causing a problem in your transformational healing, is what I'm being told. I'm trying to get to my other notes here to validate something. Yeah, your self-knowing, your self-awareness, your spiritual truth. You're having a problem with, that crown chakra being activated, being opened, because you're in too much negative thinking. You're in like the waters of delusion, the waters of rot, the waters of destruction. You're holding on to bad addictive emotional patterns. It could be dealing with depression, things that you're not letting go of, you're holding on to. Like I said, stuff that is in your unconscious that's coming up, and it's affecting that light getting in and being able to move you into a new direction. That's what they're saying is your core. And that's pretty much what the spirit was telling me right off the bat. But let's see, since apparently these have to be paired together for this one. Extroverted energy. What's the energy extroverted going on from you? I'm getting 2. No, I'm not. Well, I am. They're saying the whole damn deck, but they're giving the very same idea. This is why I didn't even notice that. I missed it. The picture's the same. Okay? So it's saying that crown chakra again. They're also saying the sacral chakra. What was I saying? You can't make this shit up. I feel comfortable with my own body. I am sensitive to other people's feelings. Remember, I said with it coming this way, this is probably saying something that you need to be working on that extroverted energy going on outside of you and how you express yourself and your truths. I just dropped like half the deck. Hold on a second. Clarify that extroverted energy of what needs to be understood with this sacral chakra energy and the crown chakra. Okay, I'm not taking like 9 cards, folks. I will take that one and I will take this one. The first one that came out was the Queen of Swords. You were definitely wanting to tell somebody off. You're wanting to let them know exactly how you are feeling. This could be a Libra. This could be, this could have started in the beginning of fall or in the beginning of summer of last year. She's very strict. She's very upfront, bold. Let me just tell you what you need to be told. And this is what you're wanting to say. You're wanting to come out and say what needs to be said. But you need to do it in a proper way, because this is the 6 of Wands. So this is victory. Can happen. You can bring it into that extroverted energy of what's going on. Victory over the past. Reflection. This is confidence in oneself. And as you connect to that, you connect and balance those chakras. You connect to that crown chakra. You get out of this feeling sorry for yourself, addictive emotional patterns that you've been holding on to, these negative moods, these negative thoughts. You get away from, your ideas in your mind of rot and delusion that's keeping your crown chakra from speaking to your self-knowing, your self-awareness. It's also, you're getting confused, I'm being told, for many of you, with your empath energy, which is part of what's causing the problem. But as you fix that, you're extrovertedly, you're coming out and speaking your mind. You're coming out and being able to speak your mind, your truth, because you're connecting with your sacral chakra, how you truly feel. This is what you need to be doing. Speaking what you truly feel, speaking your mind, bringing it out, explaining your truths, how you feel, why you feel this way, getting, past your emotional insecurities, getting into your sexual chakra and how you feel about yourself, your passion, action, your aggression, your own creativity, and bringing joy back into that, because you have to speak your mind so that you can do that and find your true inner knowing and self-awareness. And they're saying self-expression. And all of that will help you find the victory as you start to come forward and you do that. So I don't even need to do 2 cards. They're giving them to you right off the bat. What is going on with the up-close personal relationships? Or what do they need to hear or know? Because you're going to give me it anyway. What's going on with the up-close and personal relationships for Scorpio? Scorpio, up-close personal relationships. No. Release. There's another card here too. Release. I release that which does not serve my highest purpose with gratitude and love. All right, it's one of these, I think. Yeah, I knew there was another one there. You need to release what's not serving you. Like I said, speak your mind. Let go of those people who aren't meant to be there because they're not working in your inner emotional security. They're not helping you with your truth. If they're not somebody who supports you, They don't have to always agree with you. They just have to love you enough to back you up with your own truth. Okay? But if they can't even do that, then you need to release them. This is about finding your bliss. Finding your bliss. I am following my path. I love and I am fully aligned with my soul purpose. You've got to believe in yourself. You got to get back to balance. You got to get back to right. You got to get back to believing in yourself and letting go of all that's not serving you. And these relationships, and be honest about it. You're also being given crystal ascension. I am attuned. This is also telling what you need to be doing, getting yourself in that direction. I am attuned with the universal wisdom and energy of the crystal kingdom. This is saying get your balance back, get your truth back, get your right back, about yourself, feel good about yourself, put the relationships into proper perspective, and then you're going to have the Six of Cups. This can very much be a positive healing thing. It may start off the month not necessarily so positive, but if you're coming into your truth, you're honestly, working with that crown chakra, the sacral chakra, and you're, getting right with those energies, then it should be making the relationship better, or at least showing you what relationships are worth saving. It is, fulfilling the relationship. It is the transformational healing. It is the rebirth and the resurrection. This is also Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer energy going on with, that release, find your bliss, your ascension. And these up close and personal relationships, they keep, and I don't know what's going on. And there's a lot of people in their head in the wrong way, because I can't explain it. They keep saying it's all about being in your head. If you're in your head wrong, you can't create the proper reality. And they keep giving me, it's their sign. When I just get ing, it's for manifesting. But they're giving me ing as in going, no, it's festering. It's not manifesting. It's festering. You need to fix it and put the ing on. Manifesting. Stop festering. And you'll fix the relationship. Or at least it'll start to get better. And they said relationships. So, is there anything else here to clarify that? They're giving me, get your manifesting right. Again, temperance. Temperance is also about revolution. If you burn everything all up at once, you don't have anything to grow with. So it's about making it a positive balance for yourself, for the relationship, but with all truths. Get past the disappointment. You got to get out of your pity. Feeling sorry for yourself, worrying, doubt, regret. If you're holding on to those negative energies, you're not going to get there. This is about taking the time to do it right. It is the Knight of Discs, the Knight of Pentacles. This is being reliable. Production over production being done over a sustaining time. Wow, I could not say that. This is, being instinctive, knowing what you are doing. This is following your true ethics. Mortal, material, solid. This is finding the foundation that you want. But you've got to be out of your head. You don't want to be festering. You want to manifest. Get past the cruelty and the worry and the sleepless nights, more or less. You've got to stay in that positive energy of, creating your own, knowing you've spoken your truth, coming into a balance, being willing to open and honestly communicate. Fluidity. Again, if you keep thinking too much, you'll be over in your head and you'll self-sabotage. They'll just keep taking it over and over again, saying, stop festering. Stop festering in whatever it is that's bothering you, because you'll be manifesting it. You have the world card, the universe. This is telling you you have the ability to flip it over. Will you? All right, what's going on in the finances? finances, wishes, hopes, goals, dreams. Finances, wish, hopes, goals, dreams. Scorpio. Because there's something else here. Finances, wishes, hopes, goals, dreams. I'm getting very hot. Very excited. Very overthinking, over emotional, very active. That makes sense. Very stagnant. You're frustrated. This is the Two of Swords. This is, you need to create peace. You need to get out of the stagnance. You're not really moving. You're frustrated. It's not going quite the way you wanted to. You need to find a more positive way, back to your own creative thinking. This is the back, when I hook it into Hebrew, it also speaks to the back of your head, those negative thoughts, the negative illnesses that come back here. And I do say negative illnesses because this is the negative spot that those negative areas attack. Okay? You are also being given with that is the Princess of Wands. Follow your will, follow your purpose, find the yin and yang, ground yourself, and bloom and grow and take that strength. This is the birth of the ideas. Take the time. You may be feeling stagnant. Get yourself out of the negative thinking. Get yourself into a positive thinking, but don't push it. Take your time. This isn't necessarily meant to all come into fruition right now. This is something for you to get right with and then start building. So you may not be seeing all the rewards of it at this moment over October, but it is definitely a time to start getting it right. Following through with what it is you want so that you can get there. They are giving you also water elements. I allow my body, my mind, my spirit to flow intuitively through these changes in my life. What was I saying? You're a little bit stagnant. You're a little frustrated. A little heated up because you want things to go a certain way and they're not quite going that way. But they're not meant to. You've got to learn to get in that universal flow so that you can properly plant the seed. You can properly rebirth. You can properly make the transformation come proper. This is how you go from an idea to everlasting. Take the time and build the foundation right, is what they are saying. What's going on with your introverted growth? At day's end, you need to rest. This is saying, I find peace in nature. I rest my body and my mind in order to connect with spirit. Allow yourself to be out with the world some. Allow yourself to, have a true connection. Sometimes it's meditation. Sometimes it's just making sure that you've pampered yourself. You're taking a salt bath. Sometimes it's actually taking a walk. This is allowing yourself to truthfully relax enough, slow down, shut the world up around you, and get connected with your higher self and source. It is also speaking to you of the moon goddess itself, which was that unconscious energy all month also. I am in harmonious flow with the moon's energy and all phases of life. This is speaking to you about your magic, your oneness, your inner high priestess, by connecting on all levels. Coming into a new attunement, a new rising level of self. What is going on also with the internal growth? And I don't know why there's got to be a Sagittarius of importance for some of you, because what I just heard was Sagittarius. This could very much be a positive thing. It may be with the Sagittarius. This is the Nine of Cups. Happiness. You will find your inner emotional happiness. It might also be, for me, Sagittarius is also where we find our higher self. Because when I do astrology, I always say this. Sagittarius is where our higher self resides, in that sign. Not necessarily a Sagittarius sign, but in that sign. And Jupiter is in that area right now. So this could be a growth in your own higher self, as well. That's coming with this. Finding a new happiness, a new abundance, a new truth, a new everything. This is the wish card. This is finally getting truthful with yourself and right with yourself so that you can completely start to turn everything around. This could be again with the Sagittarius in general, but this is internal growth, what we're talking about. So I feel like this is saying if you're doing this work, then you're getting right with self, and you're going to find it's going to lead you to the very wish card. What is the message for the month? What is the message for the month for Scorpio? What's the message? Thank you. Earth elements. I gratefully accept the abundance of earth as it bestows it upon me. Get with the flow. Get with your higher self. Allow the world to come to you. Stop going after the world. Yes, Spirit, I heard that. Even I heard that for my own self. Thank you. The Chariot. You're driving yourself in the right direction. You're finally steering both soul and ego in the right way. This is the message for the month. If you're steering yourself right, you get the wish card. I think it's a pretty good month for you. I wish you well. Also, if you enjoy the readings, the tarot readings, all of that, if you want to, please come back, check out the astrology at the end of the month. And if you want your own personal appointments with me, whether it's tarot, astrology, shamanic, whatever, you can find all of that information down below of how to get to my website. And I'll see you soon. Bye.